What's up everybody, welcome back to A Ball and a Goal. My name is Cornel and in this video I'm gonna talk about the games from the past weekend in the Premier League, and then at the end of the video I'm gonna show you how my team did in game week 3. And no, I don't own Erling Haaland, and it was a painful game to watch. Just before I get into the games, I want to send a message to everybody that doesn't have Erling Haaland in their team. Don't panic, don't hit the wildcard button. If you didn't start with him, you knew from the beginning that these things are going to happen. He will score goals, obviously. I know it's painful. I know it's a second hat-trick in consecutive weeks. But we have a 2 weeks break now. There's an international break. Take a breather, take some days away from the game. Don't make any harsh decision, any rash decisions, and we'll see what happens after the international break. You can look at the things the way I do. For example, if you have somebody in your mini league that had Haaland and captain him, take a look at his points tally and then take a look at yours, and then deduct 16 points from his total, which is basically 2 goals doubled if he captained him. And then if you are around 5-10 points behind, I think you should be just fine. He probably scored already around 15-20% of the goals that he will score this season. So yeah, you just have to deal with it, live with it, and hopefully things will get better. He's not gonna get a hat-trick every single game week, that's for sure. And I'm gonna start with West Ham United 1, Manchester City 3, just to get the pain out of the way quickly. It could have been worse, to be honest. He could have scored 2 more goals. In the first half, I think he had a header which usually goes in at Bernardo Silva's cross. And then in the second half, at the end, he just got himself in a tight angle and allowed Fabianski to make a save. Other than that, just casual play from Paqueta and the first goal, allowing Bernardo Silva to dispossess him and finding Haaland in behind, which basically means definitely a goal the way he's playing right now. He's in a good shape, looks very sharp. He had a summer off. And then the same thing happened at the third one. I don't remember which player from West Ham lost the possession, but Mateus Nunes recovering the ball and finding again Haaland in behind the defense. And yeah, definitely good finish for him. The second goal was a nice team play. And again, plenty of space inside the penalty area for Erling Haaland. Definitely bad defending from West Ham United. A little bit lucky to get a goal with Ruben Dias deflection into his own net at the Bowen's cross. And one thing I noticed, and I noticed during the games over the weekend, there was a lot of nice counterattacks, to be honest. I really enjoyed one in this game. I think it was at 2-1 for City with Kudus and Bowen. And that touch that Kudus had, that stride to get at the end of the Bowen's pass was just amazing. A little bit unfortunate for Kudus to hit the post. Nice move from West Ham, but definitely from a defensive point of view, they were really poor. A deserved win for City. And I have to be honest, I am surprised, even though I shouldn't be, by their conduct, by their demeanor, by their efficiency. I didn't really expect to play at this high level after they won 4 leagues titles in a row. But definitely top of the league, 9 points out of 9, looking good. Haaland looking great, 7 goals in 3 games. Yeah, again, painful if you don't have him like I do, but that's the way it is. You know, sometimes you just have to roll with the punches. Arsenal 1, Brighton 1, and this is a game that illustrates exactly how little things, how poor decisions by some players can affect and can change the fate of the game. Because until the Declan Rice second yellow card, I didn't see anything to suggest that Brighton will actually score in this game. So if you had a defender from Arsenal, again, like me, a little bit unlucky for that yellow card. Arsenal didn't play good either, to be honest. And I got to see for the first time Saka outmuscle Dunk at the first goal. Found that Havertz, and then a nice cool finish from the German to put Arsenal ahead. And then everything changed at the beginning of the second half when Rice got a second yellow card, deservedly so, by the way. And then suddenly Brighton realized that actually they can get something from this game. So they pushed number forwards, and Dunk found Minteh in behind the Arsenal defense. Raya was able to save the shot, but Joao Pedro gets at the end of the rebound and scores. Arsenal could have actually won the game, even playing with 10 men. A couple of good chances. Havertz, I think, had a good one with a strong left foot save from Verbruggen. And then another nice counter-attack with Saka and Havertz. The first one getting the ball just maybe a couple of inches too much in front of him, and he couldn't get a good strong connection, allowing Verbruggen to make another save. Yeah, I think Arsenal lost 2 points here. I don't know if that is going to cost them the title. It's too early in the season to say. We'll see at the end, but definitely 2 big points lost at home. And yeah, like I said, it's one of these games in which you can really see how the intangibles, like I like to call them, can affect and can turn around the game on its head. Everton 2, Bournemouth 3, and yeah, just another one that, just like Arsenal-Brighton's game, illustrates again how everything can change just in a fraction of a second. Until the 86th minute, I didn't see anything to suggest that Bournemouth will get 1 point out of this game, let alone 3. Everton played really good from the beginning, especially in the second half. They had a good spell. Michael Keane opened the score, being at the right time, in the right spot. Coleman should have scored a second one. Calvert-Lewin gets finally a goal with a striker finish, with a great pass from McNeil. And then Diaye had a couple of good opportunities. Calvert-Lewin again just inches away to connect with another good pass from McNeil. Tarkowski hit the post from a corner. And then all of a sudden everything changed, just like that. The last 10 minutes, Otara in 86 with a cross from the left. Semenyo left by himself in the box. It's 2-1. Then 5 minutes later, Sinisterra with a cross from the right. Lewis Cook alone again in the penalty area, scoring with a powerful header. And then 2 minutes later, another cross from the left. Kluivert, the delivery, and Sinisterra alone by himself again in the box brings 3 points for Bournemouth. Yeah, everything changed in a matter of seconds. And in the span of 7-8 minutes, Bournemouth got 3 goals and 3 points in the bag. Really disappointing from the Everton perspective, especially a team that is coached by Sean Dyche to concede 3 goals in the last 7-8 minutes is really a first, and definitely they look good, to be honest. So I don't know exactly what happened. I don't know if there's an explanation. A logic explanation, should I say. Looking good for 86 minutes, playing really well. Should have been ahead by at least another goal or 2, but in the end, Bournemouth they took the 3 points. Really good start of the season, undefeated so far, two draws and 1 win. For Everton, it's going to be, I guess, another tough season, and they'll have to find a way to keep things tight at the back and get the goals. Calvert-Lewin, definitely, I think he will play a huge role. If they can keep him fit, I think he is a guy that can get 15, at least 15 goals this season and keep them in the league. Brentford 3, Southampton 1. That was a comfortable win for Brentford. 2 games played at home, 2 wins so far. I talked about Visa in my video about captaincy options and transfers, and he definitely delivered. And Mbeumo as well, I think he becomes a good option, especially now that Tony has left for Saudi Arabia. He's going to be on penalties. He had a good finish. That was not an easy finish. If you ever played the game, to get the ball with the left foot after delivery from the left side into the right corner, it's actually a pretty difficult thing to do. So nice composure, nice finish from Mbeumo. Southampton trying to play out from the back. They did the same mistake in the first game week against Newcastle and they got punished for it. They tried to do the same thing here. The first goal, I think Harwood Bellis makes a bad decision, a bad pass, and then the second goal, I think the central defenders, they get in each other's way. Very poor for Southampton, and they look like a team who is going to be relegated. They got a goal in the end, but definitely 3 deserve points for Brentford. And like I said, Visa and Mbeumo and maybe even a defender, they look good from game week 6 onwards especially. Nottingham Forest 1, Wolves 1. Not too much to say here, just Chris Wood does what he does best. Scores another header. If you started the game with him, it was a good choice. 2 goals in 3 games. Yeah, he's definitely a good finisher. In my opinion, he's one of the best, probably in top 6-7 in the league right now. And he's definitely an option. You can keep him. He'll get you points. He'll tick along with a goal here and there along the way, definitely, and he will save you some money that you can spend in other areas of your team. Leicester 1, Aston Villa 2. I watched the game and I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed with the transfer I made, bringing Watkins in for Isak. He got the assist, but it was just a lucky touch. I don't think he meant it. I think actually he wanted to score. He doesn't look sharp, not yet. I'm a little bit concerned about the substitutions as well, way too early. He was right after the 60th minute, thank God. He got in behind a couple of times in the first half. I think one time he just got a hard touch on the ball, got away from him. And then second time Hermasen made a good save. But other than that, like I said, it didn't look good. So I just hope that these 2 weeks of break will be able to bring himself up to date, to bring himself up to speed, and actually play at least 80-85 minutes. Even though, like I said, with the Champions League looming around the corner, this substitution, I think that's how it's going to be for the rest of the season. So yeah, definitely happy with the assist and the 5 points, but over the long term, over the long run, it doesn't look great at all. Onana actually scored a great goal. I spoke about him in one of the videos about the players with the good numbers, with the good data of expected goals. He delivered again a second goal in 3 games for him. And what a beautiful free kick it was from Aston Villa. I think Tielemans took it to John McGinn, and then a nice cross with Onana finding the net from inside the 6-yard box. Yeah, Aston Villa looks like they have a really good coach for free kicks over there. Yeah, deserved win for Aston Villa. Shameful they lost a clean sheet at the end, especially for those who had Villa defender in their team, like I did with Konsa. Buonanotte scoring. Surprised that he didn't start. He looks like the only player with a creative mind in that Leicester side. But in the end, a deserved win and a deserved 3 points for Villa. IPSWICH 1, Fulham 1. Again, not too much to say about this one. Just happy that Robinson got another assist. Second one. This one actually was a real assist, unlike the one from the week before. Just overlapping on the left, getting the ball inside the box, and Traore, which I was a little bit harsh on, getting at the end of it, scoring. A nice goal from the lap, to mention, an absolute stunner, you know, getting the ball at the halfway line, making a 20-30 yards run, and then just put it over Leno, just from outside the box. Muniz, I know he's in a lot of teams, and I think that after this game week and after this performance, it's time to really think about transferring him out. He gets at the end of crosses, to be honest, but he just doesn't get a good connection once again. Yeah, so definitely one to be on your transfer list if you still have him. He had 3 good fixtures in my opinion. At least the last 2, they were perfect on paper. Didn't return anything, so yeah, it's time to move on. Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 1. I'm not surprised. I talked about Chelsea being a team that will be inconsistent, in search for an identity. They will have good games, like they did last week, and then these games they will be followed by this sort of games in which, actually, to be fair, they were lucky they got 1 point. They started good. All the managers who got Madueke in their teams can feel a little bit unlucky. He got like 2 good chances in the first half. Should have scored at least one of them. You know, from the basically was 3 or 4 yards. He put it outside the post. And then another counterattack that I spoke about. And I've seen so many this weekend. And it was, I think, the only time that I saw Margehi losing the ball in the attacking third, and then a beautiful move by Chelsea from Madueke to Palmer and to Jackson. Nice counterattack, a nice goal, but Crystal Palace came back into the game, deservedly so. They got a goal, and what a goal it was from Eze. And I'm happy for all these managers who kept him, you know, after these 2 first game weeks in which he was really unlucky not to return. Beautiful strike from just outside the box, just to curl it around Sanchez. Nice touch. He's a brilliant player. In my opinion, he's a season keeper. He can score against anybody, and I think he's going to have a great season. And now you know for sure he'll stay at Palace at least until January. I think it's going to be the whole season. So yeah, definitely a great player on penalties. Palace looks like a team that is gonna get wins under their belt. So yeah, I think in the end 1-1 it's a fair result for both teams. Newcastle United 2, Tottenham 1. One thing to notice, Jacob Murphy didn't start. Harvey Barnes comes for him, and that moves Gordon from the left to the right, which I don't think he's its natural position. So one thing to consider if you have Gordon in your team. I don't know if this thing will continue, but definitely I think if Barnes starts on the left and Gordon on the right, diminishes Gordon's appeal just a little bit, in my opinion. I think Tottenham play actually really good. On the front foot, going all in. Romero almost rewarding his thousands of managers who brought in this game week with a goal, but it was just offside from Poros cross actually. Yeah, and against the run of play, Barnes scored. And then a guy that I talked about in my video about transfer options, Dan Burn, he was on my transfer out list. I did mention though that he looked like a guy that he's gonna score pretty soon. Like the goal was imminent, and yeah, he did score, but unfortunately for him and for me as well, he scored in his own net. Just a little bit unlucky, to be honest, with Dunburn. Beautiful shot by Madison. Pope with the save. The ball gets to Brennan Johnson, who gets it back on the frame of goal, and then Dunburn scored in his own net. Yeah, Tottenham, I think, really deserved the second one. I think they should have gotten at least 1 point from this game. They got a couple of good chances after that. I remember Pope made a brilliant save at the Madison shot, was going right in the top corner. At the end, another counterattack, another beautiful move from Newcastle. Jacob Murphy, really selfish to get the ball to Isak. An easy tap in for the Swedish international. And yeah, not too sure about that, but definitely Newcastle will take the 3 points. I think a little bit unfair based on how the game went. A little bit unfair to Tottenham, who, like I said, should have gotten at least 1 point from this game. And then at the end, Manchester United 0, Liverpool 3. I really thought Manchester United will put up a fight in this game, and then they were basically invisible. Maybe just the first 5 minutes they look like they have a little bit of energy, a little bit of desire, but other than that, it was just an awful performance by Manchester United. And I'm surprised, to be honest, because they looked okay in the first 2 games. They didn't look brilliant, but they looked okay. But they were just brushed aside by this Liverpool team. A couple of mistakes by Casemiro. Again, very casual play. And one thing that I wanna mention, Gravenberch, and I'm happy that Arne Slot give him a chance. He didn't get too much time to play under Klopp. I don't know why, but he definitely looks like somebody who can read the game. He did actually brilliant. I think it was the first goal or the second one, I can't remember exactly, when he read the Casemiro pass and he launched the counter. Little bit of he has a little bit of a problem with the final pass. I watched him a couple of times being at the edge of the box, and he doesn't really get the final decision right. But other than that, I think he was really good in this game, and I think maybe that's why they didn't go for a number 6 in this transfer window so far. So they will stick with him, and he looked really good. Trent looked good as well, coming off after 70-something minutes. A little bit unlucky not to get a goal or an assist. Definitely, if you have him in your team, keep him. The returns will come. I'm a little bit disappointed with Diogo Jota, to be honest. Not too involved. Maybe just one chance, a half chance here and there, but other than that, I didn't see too much. Brilliant game by Diaz, by the way. If you have in your team, good luck. Nice job. Good pick. Yeah, a couple of goals. Salah, another great game, and yeah, I should have captained him. That was my big mistake. I'm not regretting that much not having Haaland, but I'm regretting a lot not captaining Salah. I would have made my week so much better. Yeah, from Fernandes, invisible. I mean, the whole Manchester United team, to be honest, was invisible in this game. Poor performance. It was a 5 or 10 minute spell at the beginning of the second half when Salah basically could have had a hat-trick by himself. So yeah, good start from Liverpool. That's the only team besides City who's got a perfect start. Three games, 3 wins, 9 points, no goal conceded yet. Good job. And now I'm going to show you how I did in this game week. Like I said, not too good. I'll say actually terrible game week comparing with other scores that I've seen, especially those managers who had Haaland and captained him. They made 34 points just with him. I did 61. Like I said, disappointed with the Watkins transfer. Doesn't look good on the long term, even though he got 5 points with that lucky assist and with the armband 10. Havertz, definitely satisfied with him. 2 goals in 3 games so far, 8 points with 2 bonus points. He'll stay, definitely. Smith Rowe, like I said, even after the second game week, just doesn't look good. I kept him hoping for something in this game, but nothing. He's definitely one that is gonna be transferred out. Saka, satisfied, 3 returns in 3 games. If Arsenal would have stayed with 11 men, I think they would have scored another one and Saka would have been involved one way or another. Salah, definitely should have captained him. I should have paid a little more attention to his record. I mean, I knew about his record against Manchester United. I just didn't see it coming, you know. I thought Liverpool is going to win the game. I just didn't think it's going to be that big of a difference between the teams. So yeah, 17 points, 1 goal, 2 assists, a clean sheet and 3 bonus points for Salah. Brilliant. If you captain him, even if you didn't own Haaland, your team should be just fine. And then Diogo Jota, like I said, yeah, not too much from him in this game. Definitely the next 2, they look good on paper. Back-to-back home games against Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. So he'll stay for a little bit longer, but with the Champions League looming around the corner, I won't be surprised if either he doesn't start or he'll come off even earlier than he did over the weekend. And then in defense, Robinson got an assist, really happy with that. Like I said, this one was a real assist comparing with the previous one. But definitely, I don't see Fulham a team that will keep a lot of clean sheets this season. He's definitely one on my transfer out list. Maybe not yet, but definitely in the near future. The other 3, satisfied. Gabriel, unlucky, you know, with the red card and everything. I think Arsenal would have kept a clean sheet if it wasn't for the red card. Alexander-Arnold, definitely good, 6 points. And the fact that he's coming off early and he subbed off early, I think it's better for his clean sheet potential. 6-pointer over there. And then Konsa, unlucky to concede so late in the game. But yeah, I'll take it. And then Areola in goal. I don't know if I was lucky or unlucky that he came off at the halftime. Maybe it could have been worse. Like this, he finished with 1 point, conceding 2 goals. He made 3 saves, so not bad. Anyway, if something is wrong with him, Fabianski is ready to come on from the bench in the next game. And then on the bench, the Brighton trio, Welbeck, Minteh and Barco. And by the way, I've seen Barco making his debut for Sevilla the other night. I think he had a pretty good game actually. He was getting into offensive positions. He looked really good. And then yeah, Minteh and Welbeck definitely will come on the next game week when they have a great fixture against Ipswich Town at home. And with the transfer, I have 1 free transfer. I think at this point I'm leaning towards Eze in for Smith Rowe, but we'll see. We're just gonna be patient and wait until 1 day before the deadline, just to see if there's any injuries or any other news. But yeah, 61 points. Like I said, terrible week. Overall rank, I think it's 2,200,000, something like that. So yeah, definitely not a good one. But like I said, if you don't have Haaland and you would have captained Salah instead of Watkins like I did, then probably your week looks a lot better than mine. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I wish everybody a wonderful day. Bye bye.